All right, here we go. We're going to try this again. Let's see if we can get some music in the background here. There we go. Welcome. That's how we do it. Welcome in. We got the live stream mystery pack feeder. Sit back, relax. Let the rest of that Thanksgiving dinner from last night digest. Let your brain digest the amount of money you just spent on Black Friday holiday shopping. And let's rip open some packs. We got the live stream mystery pack feeder on screen here. 1, 2, and 3. Just shout out a number and I am going to rip the pack from that stack. We got all different kinds of packs in there, all sports and some non-sports. More mystery for your buck here on this channel. We are striving for 1,500 subscribers. We are now less than 100 away. Once we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to rip open this 1980 Topps Baseball Wax Pack. Home runs, welcome. Thanks for popping in here. We're going to get 25 likes in the stream tonight, and I will pop open that 1981 Donruss Wax Pack. So go ahead, home run. If you'd like to start us off, give me a number, 1, 2, or 3, and we're going to rip that pack. Tuck those back a little bit. All right, row number 2, here we go. I'm going to start off with a 1991 Upper Deck. Find the Nolan. That's also going to be Michael Jordan short print possibilities. All right, so starting off with Gary Scott. We got Gary Gaetti on the Minnesota Twins team card. Sticker, the National League. That's pretty cool. Kent Herbeck. We got Jeffrey Leonard. Bip Roberts. Jim Leyritz. Andy Hawkins is right behind him. Jerome Walton. He was a big deal for the Cubs for a season or two. Mike Pagliuca. Dave Righetti. Rhymes with spaghetti. Bob Welch. Luis Gonzalez. Got Joe Orsulak. Dave Schmidt. We're going to end with Tom Browning. Wow, that pack could have been a little better. All right. Doesn't look like anyone else is in here home runs, so go ahead, pick again. 1, 2, or 3. Number 1. All right. Picking a pack from the first row. We got, oh, look at this. We got Skybox. The inaugural edition. What was that, 1990-91? Yeah, 1990-91 season. All right, let's get in here. See if we can pull a Jordan or Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Here we go. Bob Thornton. Frank Burkowski throwing up bricks. Anthony Jones. Terry Cummins. Hey, we got a checklist. Huzzah. Set that one to the side. Anthony Webb. William Bedford. Michael Adams. Eric Floyd. Derek Harper. Chuck Person. Ben Coleman. Winston Garland. We got Randy Brewer. We're going to end with Randy Allen. A couple of Randys to end the package. Wow. We're off to a fantastic start with those 2 packs, aren't we? Checklist and a bunch of commons. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. We are doing the mystery pack feeders. Go ahead and shout out a number in the chat. We're going to pull a pack from that stack. Rip it. You don't have to wait to be called on. Just go ahead and put the number in there. All right, number 3. Why not? We haven't done that one yet. We've got action-packed football, the gold standard. We're looking for 24 karat gold stamped cards, Braille cards, from 1992. I bought a couple boxes of these. Not quite through the first one yet. I want to see if I can collect this whole series. Here we go, starting off with Rod Woodson. That's a good one. Let's get a little closer. You can see these have the raised figure on the card, so the surface is textured. Got James Brooks. Alvin Harper. Daryl Thompson. Tony Page, and we're going to end with Tim McDonald. Right. Rod Woodson, that's a hit. All right. Let's go ahead and pick another row. Row 1. Here we go. All right, what do we got here? 1993 Topps Baseball Series 2. Topps gold card in every pack. So this was the year of the Derek Jeter draft pick card. That's a Series 1 card, but I believe you can get, if you're really lucky, get the Topps gold card in these packs, as well as the Series 1 packs. Here we go, some Rockies. Neil Garrett and Jason Bates on the mini cards. Brian Griffiths, Jim Corsi, Gary Scott. We got a lot of Marlins, a lot of Rockies. This was the expansion year for those two teams. Here's our gold card, Rod Brewer on the Cardinals. We got Lou Piniella and Joe Torre. Excellent. Chris Hammond. Jeff Kent. Sean Abner. Todd Pratt. Royce Clayton. I remember when Royce Clayton was on the White Sox. God, he was trying to hit for better than his weight. He was an awful hitter. Good in the field, though, but awful hitter. John Patterson, Bill Doran, Casey Candell, and Victor Cole to end another miserable pack. I gotta tell you, home runs, we're not doing so good today. 4 packs, not many hits. I'm wondering if anyone else is in the chat here, if they could pop in, say hi, pick a row. All right. Oh, let's get serious. Let's get serious. We need some hits. Go ahead and pick another row. Row number 3. Here we go. Okay. We got Topps Stadium Club 1992 Series 2. 15 premium picture cards. It still says Kodak. All right, here we go. Let's get some good ones. Here's the club membership card. Moist Hands Alou. Is that? Yeah, 1990 Topps debut. So 91, this will be his first Stadium Club card. I guess that would be his rookie. It's not too bad. When he was on the Cubs, I think a rumor was circulating he would pee on his hands for good luck before every game. Rick Reed, Greg Myers, got Jeff Kaiser, Andy Benes, Dave Otto, Gary Varsho, Pedro Munoz, Craig Shipley, John Smiley, Omar Olivares, Stu Cole, got Wes Chamberlain. There's a Mo Vaughn. All right. And Howard Farmer. He would end up being a broadcaster for the Chicago White Sox. And I think that's the same picture they used for the Topps debut card. Might not be the same picture, but damn, that's the same pose. There's no white pole there. Trees are different. Yeah, same pose. I don't know how it's gonna bring good luck either, man. We're just saying words. Let's rub the 1980 pack just a little. That'll bring us some good luck. All right, I think the best pack we had came out of that football action pack. At least had a Rod Woodson, a couple other recognizable names. Let's go ahead. Let's pick another row. We'll keep going until we get something really good, and then we'll celebrate a bit and do it again. Row 2. All right. 1990 score, Series 2 football. We can win a trip to Super Bowl 25 with Hall of Famer Franco Harris. I wonder if anybody won that. Maybe we can win that. All right. Troy Stratford. Pepper Johnson. Raven Caldwell. Andre Tippett. Randy Grimes. Darren Camus. Tim Harris, All-Pro. Oh, there we go. Joe Montana. Finally, we got one. Let's put him over here. Steve Largent, record breaker. What record did he break? Ended his magnificent 14-year career as the most prolific pass catcher in NFL history. And he caught his 100th touchdown to break Don Hudson's 44-year-old mark of 99. I'm sure that's been broken since then. Keith DeLong. Cortez Kennedy. There we go. Eric Green. Bern Brostek. Maurice Hurst. Herman Fontenot. We're going to end with Matt Millen. Okay. That was a much better pack. Cortez Kennedy and Steve Largent and Montana. Pretty good, too. Finally, yes. Finally. All right, if you're just joining us, don't forget, hit that like button. Subscribe if you aren't already. 1,500 subscribers. We are opening up that 1980 Topps wax pack right there. Only 25 likes on the video today, and we're going to open up that 1981 Donruss baseball wax pack behind the Montana. We'll get to that. Until then, we're just going to keep going through this mystery pack feeder. I'm sure more people will come along and join our little party here. All right, going for row number 1. All right. 1989 Star Minor League cards. Second series. Now, you get the Deion Sanders rookie in here, Robin Ventura, Joey Bell, Tino Martinez. I mean, this series is actually pretty loaded with players that at least made it to the big leagues. A couple of them that actually made waves. All right, here we go. All right, Ken Lewis. Vincent DeGifico. Tom Hardgrove. Pat Howell. Chris Butler. Mike Morandini. I think he went by Mickey. There we go. He made it to the show. Pedro Castellano. I think he was in there. I don't know if he made it as a Cub, but I think he made it to the bigs. Adam Casillas. Nolan Lane. We're going to end with Mike Misraka. All right. These are actually fun cards to rip. A lot of the minor league stuff. Like you get out of the early 90s and into like the mid 90s, and they start putting autographs in there, stuff like that. So, all right, going row 2. Okay, 1989 score. I believe the Randy Johnson rookie was in here, not the Griffey. The Griffey was in the update set. But I think the Randy Johnson made it to the standard series. All right, starting off with Danny Tartabull. Alan Trammell. There we go. Is that dirt or is that like in the photo? I think that's on the card. Vance Law. Rick Horton, Butch Weiniger, Greg Gross. The year to remember, 1958. Who remembers 1958? West Coast starts to play. All right. That when the Dodgers moved out. Jack McDowell, Eric Plunk, Steve Lyons, Ron Gant, Carlton Fisk. There we go. Hall of Fame catcher Carlton Fisk played for both colored Sox. That's nice. I've never seen a bad card of Carlton Fisk either. Joel Youngblood, Lloyd McClendon, Nelson Liriano, Donnie Hill. We're going to end with Terry Francona. That is a sweet Carlton book. All right. What's your favorite score set? Score. I'm trying to think of what some of these look like. The 1990 score. I really like the cards. The design's not bad. You can get the Bo Jackson black and white, or the Dream Team cards out of there look really nice. The art looking type cards. I believe that's 1990. And then the Frank Thomas first round draft pick is in there. This was 1990 score. Yeah, this one. Like, that's 1990 score. I mean, it's a photo that they kind of ran through some sort of a filter. But yeah, the dream teams from 1990. Those are, I think that's really cool. All right, so we're gonna get to row number 3 next. Just put my Rickies away. Ooh, 1992 Skybox Impact Football. 12 Premier Edition NFL trading cards. We've got a Steve Israel rookie on the top to start. That is a cool looking card. Shame he wasn't a bigger player. McKellar, Walsh, Purple Blaze Vikings. There's the checklist for the Vikings. Bayless on the Chargers. Sewell, Lathan, Irvins, Drury. Like he's got a lot of jewelry that he likes to wear out. Horde. We're gonna Horde. Lippett and Smith. Sammy Smith. All right. I gotta this one. These are all the rookies. I was just over on Whatnot trying to hustle some cash for these cards. But I already have a 1980 Ricky Henderson rookie. We're going to see if we can pull another one out of that pack. I actually got a few 1980 wax packs at the Chicago Sports Spectacular last week. Here's this dream team. Shirtless Ricky. '87 Don Russ. Pouting Ricky. Yeah. Yes. All right. Where are we going next? One. All right, row one. Row one. Come on. Here we go. 1992 Don Russ. Series 2. All right, Will Clark. There's a good way to start. Bill Kruger, Warren Newsom, Doug Henry, Ramon Garcia, Don Slaught, Mike Stanley, Kevin Seitzer, Jose Melendez, Dave Howard, Terry Shumpert. There's Pat Mahomes, rated rookie. Sam Militello, Craig Shipley. We're going to end with Ced Landrum. Okay. And yeah, that's Patrick Mahomes' dad. All right. All right. Where are we going next? Row 2. Row 2. We got 1990 Fleer football. Looking for Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, Joe Montana, Gary Rice. Looking for the All-Pro cards. Starting with punter for the Cowboys, Mike Saxon. Ken Rutgers. Rufus Porter. John Don't Settle. Rich Carlos. Bart Oates. Greg Lloyd. Matt Barr. Michael Carter. Tim Crumbry. Johnny Hector. Anthony Bell. Randy Grimes. Kelly Stuffer. Holy cow, that was a pack of nothing. I gotta tell you, home runs, we ain't getting too many good cards here. I don't know what's going on. Usually I get at least a little something. All right, row number 3. Here we go. 1989 Topps. There. 9 years difference. Logo change, but the basic overall design stayed the same. All right, looking for Randy Johnson can be in here. Craig Biggio. Maybe we can pull some stars to Ryan Sandberg or Nolan Ryan. Gum is disgusting. Holy cow, that is really stuck on there. Sorry, Greg Olson. Rob Murphy. My favorite Topps set. 1984, hands down, is my favorite design. And 1980 is a very, very, very close second. 1989 is probably my most nostalgic, though. Is when I first started collecting baseball cards. Dale Sven, Marty Barrett. I started with 86 Topps football. Hey, there's a Pete Rose. Where we get him? Put him right there for now. Shane Raleigh, Juan Samuel. And then growing up, we were only allowed and able to collect one set at a time. So 89 Topps, 1990 Topps, and then 1991 was still Topps. 92, what did I do in 92? I think we just basically collected top sets, and every so often we get like Don Russ or Fleer packs. Jose Rio. I do remember getting some of the Donruss Studio when those first came out. We got Phillies leaders and Phillies Brad Moore, David Meads, Dave Parker, and then Greg Olson got the gum. That's not sweat on his jersey. That's gum stain. All right. So yeah, 1984, I think, is my favorite set because my cousins, who are a few years older than me, would always have them. And anytime I would go over to my aunt's house, they'd kind of like let us have some of their duplicates. So real early on is when I was exposed to the 1984 Topps, and that's just it's colorful and fun. It's to me. I like the profile pick in the corner, action shot for most of the card. Yeah, 1980, I mean, you can't go wrong with 1980 either. And then if I think about something like pre-1980, what's the one? I think it's 76, where it's like the player silhouette along the bottom. Like it's got the silhouette of like a pitcher or catcher with the name going across the bottom. I like those. I think that's 76. Hey, if you're just joining us, thank you so very much for popping in here. We're just relaxing, talking some baseball, talking some favorite cards, favorite sets, ripping from the live stream mystery pack feeder. Just go ahead and put number 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. I'm going to pull a pack out of that section of the feeder and rip it right here for you. All right, going back to number 1. Oh, we got some hockey. 1991-92 season. Oh, peachy. There's a bunch of names I won't be able to pronounce. All right, this gum. Andrei Kovalov. And that gum is stuck on there, so that's too bad. Esa Tikkanen. We got Luke Richardson, and look at how poorly cut this card is. Holy cow. I almost want to keep it just because. Larry Robinson, Claude Lapointe, Brent Ashton, Grant Jennings, Brian Hayward. Here's the Washington Capitals team card. We're going to end with a Ray Bourque All-Star. That's pretty cool. First team NHL All-Star. Very good, very good. All right. We got this gum. Gross. 88 O-Pee-Chee baseball. Kind of looked like Topps. Actually, if you're going to bring that up, all of O-Pee-Chee was actually the Topps design. You can go all the way back to maybe the 70s is when they started. They just used Topps design and brightened up the back. In fact, where do I have it here? Yeah, here. I've got 1984 O-Pee-Chee. Just uses the Topps design. The back is a little bit brighter. And I got 1986 O-Pee-Chee. Yep. They just used the Topps design, put their logo on it instead. And I've got this is weird because 1991, this is an O-Pee-Chee card, has tops up there, but the back is so much brighter. That's down here, 1991 O-Pee-Chee, printed in Canada. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. And here is the 1992 O-Pee-Chee. It says O-Pee-Chee up there in the corner, but it's just the tops design. They're all like that. They do have ones called O-Pee-Chee Premier, and those are O-Pee-Chee cards, but they're a completely different design. I think I have. Yep, I got one right here. This is from 1993. That is O-Pee-Chee Premier. I think these came out in 1991. So 91, I know definitely 1992. In 1993, O-Pee-Chee Premier was its own design. Why'd they do that? Probably just to save money. They probably just licensed the card design and the photos from Topps, and just printed their own. It's Canadian. It's a Canadian manufacturer or distributor, so to distribute them in Canada. They just license everything and have their own print runs. It's the same for Donruss. Donruss has Leaf. So you'll see it'll be the exact same Donruss design, but just a logo that says Leaf instead. And that's what they distributed in Canada. All right, number 3. And I don't know why, but when we were kids, the O-Pee-Chee cards always carried like a premium when we would do trades. All right, 1991 score. Packs look almost identical. What happened? Here it is. This was 1990 score. Now we're doing 1991, and this is Series 1, so we'll have all the stars in here. 16 cards. We had a kid at our after-school care facility that had family in upstate New York, and they were able to get access to all of the O-Pee-Chee cards. So he would always have a good stack of them. Steve Jordan, Tim Crumry, Jerry Gray, Matt Millen. There we got Randall Cunningham. There we go. We've got a dream team of Chris Spielman, Bruce Hill, Sean Jones, Wayne Haddix, Roy Green, got a Mark Rippon quarterback, Ricky Reynolds, Pat Harlow rookie, Mike Gann, Troy Aikman, there we go, and an Alvin Walton. All right, nice Aikman card. '91, so that would be his third year. 89, 90, yeah, 91 would be his third year. Pretty sweet. Yeah, pretty much for score. Yeah. Because 88 was purple. I had an 89 score. I think we opened an 89 score. Yeah. 89 score is blue. 1990s yellow. 1991 is when they had 2 series cards, so it was a red pack and a purple pack. I mean, when you think about it, it makes sense. You want to make as few changes to your wrapper as possible, because I mean, it's not like it's a box of cereal where it's going to be the same box year in and year out. You're only printing wrappers for that 1 year. It was 91 green? I think you're right. 91's green. 92 is red. 92 is red. So yeah, green. Green and purple. So yeah, I mean you want to make as few changes to the wrapper as possible, just to save on cost. All right, we're going to go to row number 1 here. If you're just joining us, welcome in. We're doing the mystery pack feeder. You just shout out a number, 1, 2, or 3. I'll pull a pack from that gravity feeder and rip it open. Got 1990 Donruss, bright orange package, red paint splattered background on these cards. Looking for, it's in 1990 was Sammy Sosa, Larry Walker. It was a Carly Yastrzemski puzzle piece. Set that aside, we'll put the puzzle together later. Ken Phelps, Todd Stottlemyre, second year, Ken Griffey Jr., and the Ken Griffey Jr. Diamond King is in here as well. Rick Russell All-Star. Yeah, this is error. Recent Major League performance. It should say recent All-Star performance. Yeah, so this is an error All-Star card. Paul Gibson, Steve Lyons, a lot of errors in the 1990 Donruss. Francisco Cabrera, Jamie Navarre. You also have to look for these black lines to be going through the letters instead of behind them. Brian Downing, this is an error card. This is a reverse negative. Look at the player there. See if we can focus in on that. See the Angels logo on his jersey is backwards. So this is an error. We got a checklist. Huzzah. All right, we got Ken Hill, Dwight Smith, Dave West, Marty Clary, Rick Mahler, Jeff Parrott, and Mike Pagliuca. Nice error pack there. Got a couple of errors. Brian Downing, reverse negative. Rick Russell with the incorrect line description on the back. A whole box? A whole box of 1990 Donruss. God bless you, brother. The 1990... See, all right, so you asked what was my favorite card set. What is your least favorite card set? A lot of people will say 1991. 91? Yeah, 1991 Fleer. The yellow cards. I don't think I hate those as much as, say, the 1990 Donruss, I think, is pretty bad. I think to be fair, the 1990 Donruss as a set is not bad. There's a lot of good names in there. I think that also plays on how people perceive a card design, is if there are really good cards in the set. Like, I can't stand 1988 Donruss. I think the blue with the pipes, I call them pipes, with bars in the background, I think that's hideous. But again, that could also be because there's really not that many good rookies. You get Mark Grace rated rookie, and I think one of the Alomars is in that set. Sandy Alomar. So you got those 2 rated rookies, and then, you know, the same stars from the year before. $90 Donruss, very cheap. Of course it is. I think they're still printing 1990 Donruss. There's so much of it out there. You can probably get a box for $20. You could probably go to a flea market and probably haggle them down to 15. The 1990 Donruss has like a sub-series. It's not opening day. I think it's the rookies. And the background is blue. And what a difference that makes. I would have loved for this set to be blue instead of this red. I think blue would have looked way better. And picking up a box of 1990 Donruss for $12 is amazing. That's 30 cents a pack. Did you notice if it was an error box or not? Because the really valuable ones, and I do have both of them out. Going right over to. I do have both of them out to PSA right now. Is the Nolan Ryan 5,000 strikeout and the King of Kings. Here we go. 1990 score. Looking for that Bo Jackson black and white. I got the 2 Nolan Ryan errors. I sent those off to PSA because they look phenomenal. Very well centered. They came out of the middle of packs instead of like the top or the bottom that usually get dinged up. All right, here we go. 1990 score. Looking for the Bo Jackson. It's going to be that white card right there. I'll try to keep the surprise. Pete Incaviglia. Jamie Moyer. Hey, Barry Bonds. There we go. That's a nice card. Looks very well centered, too. So how about it, home runs? You send anything to PSA? How deep into collecting are you? Carney Lansford, Juan Augusto, Gene Larkin. Now let's find out if this is the Bo. Nope, it's a Chuck Knobloch. Chuck would have been a good card back then. Wally Joyner, Mike Krukow, Kevin Brown, decent pitcher. There's a Mark McGwire. This pack has actually looked pretty good. That is a soft corner, but centered-wise, these cards look pretty well cut. Chuck Finley, Jeff Montgomery, Mike Hartley, Luis De Los Santos. We're going to end with Ken Daly. I made my first submission to PSA last weekend. I dropped my cards off at their booth, the Chicago Sports Spectacular. So I guess I saved money on shipping it to them. I submitted 20 cards. We'll see what I get. I will post a video. I will post a reveal video for that. That'll be fun. I got a couple Shaq rookies in there. Got a couple Emmitt Smith rookies, a couple Frank Thomas rookies. I got a few Michael Jordan cards. All right, going back to row one. Hey, here we go, 1988 score. Yep, we're just changing colors. Looking for the Tom Glavine rookie in here. All right. Dave Winfield. Tim Wallach, Darrell Evans, Lee Lacy, Mike Kingery, Mike Greenwell, another great moments in baseball. Do you remember Busch Stadium in 1969? Nope. Jim Lindemann, Bobby Thigpen, Paul O'Neill, Bob McClure, Cecil Fielder. There we go. They get the whole bat in frame on all of these. Don Carmen, John Franco, Walt Terrell. Now we're going to get to the part where it could be the Tom Glavine rookie. John Hillegas. Here's a rookie. Well, Pete Stanisek and Darryl Ackerfelds. All right. No Glavine. All right. Row two. Row two. Oop, 1988 tops. Let's see, Tom Glavine rookie in here also. I think that's the only rookie. Be a superstar. Say no to drugs. There's gum stuck to Lonnie Smith. That doesn't look too bad. Should I, yeah? Oh, it's not so bad. Yeah, all right. Brett Butler, Tim Conroy, Jerry Royce, Dave Palmer, Johnny Ray, Keith Hughes, Lonnie Smith. My favorite baseball set in general. I believe the set I had the most fun collecting was, I think like Fleer EX. It was either 99 or 2000. It was those acrylic cards where you could see through half of the card. You had the player photo, and when you flipped it over, all the stats were on the back side of the player photo, but the whole rest of the card was clear. That was a very fun set to collect. Anything like vintage wise, it's the 84 set. It's just so colorful. And yeah, 35-year-old gum is delicious. Don't let anyone tell you different. It absolutely disintegrates. It's not gum anymore. It's just a piece of candy. Tony Pena, Pat Clements, Frank DePino. There's Ozzie Guillen, Mark Real, Mike Davis, Dickie Knowles, now with the Tigers, and Andres Galarraga. All right. All right, number 3. All right, number 3. What do we got here? 1992 Fleer Ultra Series 2. Collect the limited edition 20-card Ultra All-Star Team and a 10-card All-Rookie Team subset randomly inserted into these specially marked packs. Odds of finding are 1 in 6.5 packs, where an All-Rookie is 1 out of 13 packs. I'm trying to think who in 1992, what rookie in 1992? That'd be Manny Ramirez? All right, we got Tony Proscica, Tim Leary, Thomas Howard, Rod Beck, rookie, Denny Nagel. These cards are pretty cool too, like the backs. Got Scudder, Junior Felix, Jim Gantner, Bill Gullickson, Chuck McElroy, Danny Tartable, John Franco, David Wainhouse, rookie. We're going to end on Tim Belcher. Well, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of this mystery pack feeder, because there's other streamers, they'll just line up the packs here. You know exactly what's coming. I want everyone to have that sense of mystery, a sense of the anxious, you know, what's coming next? What could it be? It's a lot of fun for me. If I know what's coming, who knows? I might turn it off. All right, going row number 2. Oh, never repeat already. 1989 Star Minor League. Let's go ahead and pull the Deion Sanders. Get it over with. Doug Pyatt, Jim Vizita, Chris Zarnik, Nolan Lane, Eric Alexander, Tommy Boyce, Maximo Elise, Pat Howell. There's another Mickey Morandini, and a Julio Vargas. All right, we got 2 Mickeys today. How many packs fit into it? You know, I didn't even count. I think I have at least 20 in each row. If you're just joining us, I appreciate you being here. We're just picking from the mystery pack feeder. You want to shout out a number? Let's just take a quick. Yeah, there's probably about 60 total. Going number 1. All right. Roger Staubach, NFL Football Kickoff 94. 10 cards plus 1 Pog card. Remember Pogs? Cardboard circles. All right, here we go. We got White Shoe Johnson. Roman Gabriel. There's a Dick Butkus. Nice. Bob Waterfield. Got Jim Hart. Tom Dempsey. There's George Allen on the Chalkboard Legends. There's a Brett Favre. Dawning of a Legacy. Got Roger Staubach himself. There's a Johnny Unitas insert card. That's nice. Number 252. Out of how many? Who knows? I mean, there's 6 digits there, so. And then we got John Brody and Dan Fouts on the Pog card. All right. Put that aside. Let's just take a quick 30-second break here. I'm going to be right back. All right, you know what? Let me give you something special here. 1983, Don Ross, Hall of Fame. The hit is the Mickey Mantle. Get a Mickey Mantle puzzle piece. There's his hat. Walter Johnson, Bob Feller, Casey Stengel. There's Cy Young. Excellent. Roberto Clemente. There's the Mickey Mantle. A little off center. Robin Roberts. We got Ted Williams. He got all waxed up on the back. That's okay. You can get wax off of a card with pantyhose. Just ball it up and rub it gently. You'll get all the wax off. Here's that Mickey Mantle. I've got one of these graded at a 9. 9? 8.5. I think it's a 9. This one wouldn't get a 9. It's too badly cut. But this is the hit card out of that pack. So we got the best card in the set. Not too bad. All right. Going back to number 3. Hey, if you're just joining us, I appreciate it. Pulling from the mystery pack feeder. Got a 1990 Donruss. This came from the same grouping as the other 90 Donruss I got, so this might be error pack as well. I pulled the Brian Downing reverse negative Diamond Kings. Carl Yastrzemski card, puzzle piece. See if we can pull another error. Rafael Ramirez, there's Darryl Strawberry, excellent. Eric Anthony rated rookie. Kenny Rogers. Ryan Sandberg, MVP, nice. We got Tom Foley, Terry Steinbeck, Frank White, Tom Candiotti, Willie Randolph, Alvaro Espinoza, Marty Barrett, Johnny Ray. We got a Kirby Puckett MVP. We got a Mike Devereaux. We're going to end with a Dan Gladden Diamond King. We still got some of the wrapper stuck to him. It's really waxy. All right, not too bad there. Puckett, Sandberg, and Strawberry. If you're just joining us, thank you. I appreciate you being here. We are pulling from the pack feeder, so if you want to, I'm not going to force you, go ahead, put 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, and I'm going to pull from that row and open up the pack. We got a whole bunch of stuff in there. We got all 4 major North American sports. I think there's soccer in there too. Non-sports. Be a good time. Or you don't have to pick a number. You can just say hi. We're going number 1 again. Got another pack here of 1992 Impact Football by Skybox. There we go. All right, Burkett on the Jets starts the pack. Randall Hill. There's a Michael Irvin. League leaders, high impact. What was he leading the league in? Receiving yards. Nice. Henderson. Jimmy Jones. Bickett. Stinson. Ross. Got an Edgar Bennett rookie. Noga on the Vikings. We got Jones and the Bengals. Price is right. Bengals Mitchell Price puts the nail in the New York Giants coffin with a 78-yard punt return for a touchdown. There we go. All right. Not too bad. That Edgar Bennett, I mean, he didn't do too bad with the pack. Row 2. Front and center. 1995 Topps Series 2. Spectralite insert card in every pack. Oh. All right, 1995 prospects. Who do we have here? Ozzie Timmons, Curtis Goodwin, Jeff Abbott. We got Johnny Damon. That one's all right. All these are all facing all different ways. Okay, we'll just start here. Mark Clark. That is our Spectralite card. See how shiny it is? All right, Mickey Tettleton, Steve Ontiveros, Terry Steinbeck, Wes Chamberlain, Mark Lickhorn, oh, what do we got here? On deck, they're stuck too. On deck for the Pirates, Esteban Loaiza and Steve Pegas. I remember Loaiza, he pitched for the White Sox for a while. We got Billy Raisley, Kurt Abbott, Andujar Cedeno, Reggie Jefferson. We're going to end with Mike Gallego. All right. Well, the Johnny Damon's not too bad. Sweet. Am I going to beat him in the box battle? I lost the last one by 2 packs. This one, I mean, it's going to be a toss-up. We're doing 1989 Fleer. I am ripping an error box. I don't know if he's going to decide to rip an error box or if he's just going to rip a later print run. But I mean, it's all the same card distribution, so yeah, I might get a Billy Ripken F face, but the Billy Ripkens with the black box are, you know, just as interesting. He might pull a bunch of those. But tune in because we asked the chat for winners. It's really up to the viewers who ends up winning. All right, row number 3. I think I'm going to go maybe another 10 minutes and then call it a night. But here we go. Row 3. We have another pack of 1988 score. See if we can pull that Glavine rookie this time. Dave Parker, Pat Tabler, Alan Trammell, that was good, Mike Easler, Devon White, Dave Bergman. See, they get the whole bat in the frame. That's so weird that they choose to do that. Great moments in baseball. Cleveland Stadium in '87. Mark McGwire sets the rookie record. All right. Doug DeCinces, Jim Dwyer, Greg Matthews, Jerry Don Gleaton, Matt Young, Chris Brown, Chris Spire, Bobby Wine Jr., Luis Agallo, Daryl Boston, and Ross Jones. All right, no Glavine, no Nolan Ryan. All right, back over to number 1. Here we go, 1990 Bowman. There's bubblegum in here, too. No, it's not bad. Kevin Moss. Scott Fletcher. Oh. Whew. Oh. Oh. Wow. All right, Greg Maddux. There we go. Frank Tanana. Jesse Barfield. Jimmy Key. It's a Brett Saberhagen art card. Roger Sockfeld. Jamie Roseboro. Sure. Ron Hassey. John Smoltz. Ken Daly. Barry Lyons. We're going to end with Dave Parker. Well, divided up by teams. That's cool. Career totals. 307 home runs by 1990. It's insane. All right. We got, we'll do another 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes. Probably amount to about 3 or 4 packs here. Going to row 2. There we go. 1994 Topps. Series 1. KB Toys, 2 for $1. Right. These are definitely all going to be stuck together. Come on. There we go. All right. We got Fernando Valenzuela. Royce Clayton. Mike Trombley. Dave West. Vinny Castilla. There we go. Cal Eldred is the gold card. Randy Knorr. David Wells. Mark Newfield, Kenny Lofton. There's a Manny Ramirez future star. There we go. We got prospects. Luis Ortiz, David Bell, Jason Giambi, George Arias. I like the Manny. A little off center, a little top heavy. That wasn't too bad of a pack. All right. Where are we going next? I think we can get like 2 more packs in here. Row 3. 1994 Fleer Ultra Series 2. And for Ultra All-Stars, Hitting Machines, All-Rookie Team, Strikeout Kings, Rising Stars, Phillies Finest, and Career Achievement Awards. 14 cards. Oh, here we go. Ryne Sandberg on the All-Star team right there. Look at that. That's a beautiful card. Ultra All-Star. Nice. Put them right there. Oh no, don't fall. All right. Dimitri Young rookie. Greg Zahn. Todd Van Poppel. Wow. That name brings back nightmares of collecting all of his card, thinking he was going to be the next big thing. Brian Hunter rookie. There's an Ozzie Smith. Nice. Tony Eusebio. Bobby Bonilla. Contract with the Mets is still paying out. Over $1 million. There's a Bo Jackson with the Angels. Mark Langston. Rob Dibble. You got Tom Browning. Andy Bennis. We're going to end with Derek Bell. That was a very good pack. I'm satisfied with that one. Got the Ryne Sandberg and a Bo Jackson. Let's take a look at this Bo. Huh. All right. Bobby Bo and Ozzie Smith to boot. All right, I'm calling it. Last pack. Where are we going? Row 2. All right, last pack magic here. Ooh. All right, Skybox USA Basketball from Texaco. You get available only from Texaco. Pack contains 3 player cards and 1 bonus discount card. Ooh, they are bricked. All right. Well, here's all 14. We got Barkley, Hardaway, Karl Malone. There's a Shaq in here. Pippen, David Robinson, John Stockton. Okay. Let's see. Here we got Anthony Hardaway. Oh, these are really bad. There we go. We got Charles Barkley. There's Lenny Wilkins. Really damaged, unfortunately. Oh, and there's Shaq. Oh, that's too bad. What I got 4 cards. I'm supposed to get 3 player cards and a discount card. I got 4 cards. And they're all ruined. That's unfortunate, because that's a cool looking Shaq. And Lenny Wilkens does autographs through the mail. So this would be a pretty cool card to have him autograph if it wasn't so damaged. That's a shame. All right. Well, home runs, I appreciate you sticking with me through the whole stream here. We didn't hit either of our goals. We are not at 25 likes. I can't open that 81. And I don't think we're at 1,500 subscribers yet, so I can't open that 1980 tops. So, I think Too Many Cards is streaming on Whatnot right now. So if you wanted to head over there, I'm going to head over there. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for at least giving me something to do this evening. I will see you next time. And definitely come on out Monday for that box battle. Have a good night.